be somebody who holds. Money should come and go. It should come and go. It should be a channel. But then, the channel that you are, you should be gaining from it. You know, when you say money disappears from, like wind, what do you mean by that? Like, what are you getting in return? Because every time you give out money, you should be getting something in return. Money is just energy. It's a tool of exchange. So anytime you're doing an exchange, what are you getting out? What are you getting out of it? Is it beneficial to you? Should be. And if it is not, then you need to cut off the parasites. Probably you're feeding parasites. My dear, have you been answered? Have you been answered? Today I'll be squinting my eyes a lot because I'm sitting directly from the light. There's a light in front of me here. So, you see, if I go like this kidogo, I'm meeting light on my face. So just allow me. And then I also want to disappear like this so that you guys can see whatever is behind me. So today just allow me to fidget a little bit. We will find our angles as we go. Yes, ma. Okay. Anybody else with anything, any question before we get into what we are supposed to be getting into today? And just before we get in, let's know if we are together. We are in 51 to 60 today. Sanibona, my dear. Sanibona, what does that mean? I like it when you guys teach me new words plus the meaning. Good day, Felani. Good day, good day. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so with no further ado, let me just get into our book and continue as usual. Okay. Telling me encourage more viewers to share the live. Okay, share the live, viewers. Share the live. So I'm going to Psalm 51. That's where we are starting from. And we see you. It's everything beautiful, beautiful. So you guys can read the words, right? Divine day. The words are readable. So I'll start. Have mercy on me, O Creator. And every time we say Creator, the word Creator, you can interchange it with my body, of which I recommend more because it will make more sense. So I'll be doing that as well. Have mercy on me, O my body, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion, blot out my transgressions. Wash away all my iniquities and cleanse me from my sin. What is sin? Every time these books are talking about sin, please kindly just know it's your ability to miss the mark. There's a particular path you're supposed to be following. There's a particular path you're supposed to be embodying on a daily basis. And that path is imprinted inside your authenticity. Anytime you are inauthentic, you are missing the mark. And I've always told you, authenticity is telepathy. Every time you're authentic, you are being telepathic and you are being universal and you're entering into the cosmic rhythm. But anytime you are inauthentic, you're missing the mark. You're sinning. And so, it is your body that has the capability of washing away all that iniquities and cleansing you from your sin. Now, I know my transgression and my sin is always before me. Against you only, have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight. So you are right in your verdict and justified when you judge. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Yet you desired faithfulness even in the womb. You taught me wisdom in that secret place. So this particular chapter is mostly speaking about sin and the fact that we are born into sin. Whatever, I'm usually giving this example. Every time we are coming from the ancestral realms, and what are the ancestral realms? Up there, the solar system, the soul system. Every time we are falling like purity on the planet. But then we fall into different realities. When we come into reality, we are falling into different realities. Different realities either contaminate us or alchemizes or transformers into different things, into different parts. And so it is your body. Your body is the one that is capable of holding the purity that you came with, that soul that you came with from the solar system. Your body is the one that is capable of holding that purity, the purity of it. And your ability to hold that purity, to be authentic, that is just, ability to hold purity is the ability to be authentic. So your ability to hold that purity is inside your body, and every time you go against, every time you are inauthentic, you know more than anybody else. Every time you go, and what is being inauthentic? Sometimes, when we talk about these things, some people don't know exactly what we mean. So being inauthentic is portraying a truth that is contrary to what is true within. Outwardly portraying a truth that is contrary to what is within. Now, your ability to constantly portray the truth that is within, outside, that is you being authentic. Now, your inability to accurately portray the truth that is inside outwardly, that is what is called inauthenticity. So, authenticity is purity. It helps you to maintain your own autonomy. And sometimes your own authenticity can put you in danger. It depends on the environment that you are on. Sometimes so it brings into these techniques like masking. Now, masking or camouflage, the ability to, nerf this around, the ability to shape shift. Those are some of the ways to protect authenticity. Because sometimes you might find yourself in environments where your authenticity is frowned upon or your authenticity is condemned. So you need to camouflage such kind of situation. So camouflage and the art of masking is an entire philosophy in ancient Africa, which is an entire topic on its own that we will cover as we go. But just to know that art of masking, the ability to portray outside what is not inside, it can create a split if you're not aware of masking. If you're somebody who you constantly don't portray, you constantly suppress what is inside to the outside environment, so much that you even confuse yourself. You don't stay with your identity. You suppress what is true to you. You start to identify with what is not true to you. That is what now is called inauthenticity. And it is a demonic way of living. That is what Christians mostly emphasize. In Christianity, if you've ever tried being a Christian, first of all, even the process of becoming a Christian, there's a process called being saved, where you have to pretend that something you've fallen or something is talking to you. Now, the process of, portraying outwardly something that you know inside is not true, that can create an identity crisis if you do not stay grounded in yourself. Now remember, the art of masking is your ability to portray outwardly what is contrary to what is inside, but still maintain your autonomy and still stay connected to what is inside. Now that is the art of masking. Your ability to portray what is inside is contrary to what you're portraying, but you are still connected to what is inside. So you're still in sync with that. That is what is now the art of masking, the art of shape-shifting, the art of camouflage. But then there is people who they totally disconnect from what is true to them, so much that they start to portray the falseness, and they abandon the truth and stay with the false identity. So now that is demonic. So in order for you, I don't know whether you're getting the difference of me explaining those particular two phenomena, because it's very important for you to comprehend. The ability to protect yourself in foreign land. When you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do, but you don't become a Roman. That is the art of masking. You go to Rome, you do what the Romans do, you don't become a Roman. But then if you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do, and you become a Roman and you abandon your own identity. Now that is sin. I hope somebody is getting the difference, because when we are talking about sin, then the art of masking will help you a lot not to sin against yourself. Because most people, they sin against themselves because the outside, sometimes it's so strong. The outside identity is more powerful than the inside identity. So they get absorbed into the outside identity. But if you're somebody who the outside identity is more powerful than the inside identity, you can still maintain the inside identity and make it thrive by masking, rather than calling it sin. Anyway, let me continue. Your body always knows whether you are lying to it, whether you are telling it the truth. When you sin against it knows you cannot lie. So the best thing that you can do, masking now helps you to work in unison with your body and also survive in a world that might be out to harm what is authentic to you. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Yet you desired faithfulness even in the womb, taught me wisdom in that secret place. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be clean. Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my iniquity. Create me in a pure heart, O my body, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me from your presence, or take my great expansive years from me. Restore me to the joy of your salvation, and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Then I will teach transgressors your ways, so that sinners will turn back to you. Deliver me from the guilt of bloodshed, O my body. You who are creator, my Savior, and my tongue will sing of your righteousness. Open my lips, my body, and my mouth will declare your praise. You do not delight in sacrifice, or I would bring it. You do not take pleasure in burnt offering. My sacrifice, oh my body, is a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. You, Creator, will not despise. May it please you to prosper Zion, my future self. May it please you, my body, to prosper Zion. To build up, may it please you, my body, to prosper my future self. To build up the walls of Jerusalem, which is my peaceful thought. Now, let me tell you the concept of Zion and the concept of Jerusalem. You know, you always hear the walls of Jerusalem, the great walls of Jerusalem. Now, Jerusalem is a peaceful thought. On this particular planet, the people who are climbing the mountain of life, you know that when you reach a particular point, you are able to access only peaceful thoughts. Well, now, all your thoughts are just green, steady green. You never get thoughts that are sinking. All your thoughts are high vibrational. Now, reaching that particular point is what is called Jerusalem. And the one thing about Jerusalem is you have to have walls. But the point where you reach You work so much that every time you look at yourself in the mirror, it is just high vibrational thought. Every time you look at yourself, you look at your life, you look at your journey, it is just high vibrational thought. When you reach that point, you have to build walls. You can't just be accessible to anyone anymore. You cannot just allow anybody to comment on your 12 houses anyhow anymore. You cannot just allow anyone to exist in your clouds unless they are fertile soil for your nervous system. That is what Jerusalem is all about. Because honor, you don't joke with Jerusalem. Once you've reached, the world doesn't care about anybody. Honor, low vibrational world, it will butcher anyone. And once, I've always told you this. People who are low vibrational, meaning people who are ugly, a lot of things are ugly to them. 99% of things are ugly to them. That's why they embody the ugliness, the ugly aura. Now, people who are high vibrational, people who are light beings, a lot of things, 99% of the planet is beautiful to them. Now, when you are somebody who 99% of yourself is beautiful to you, and then you surround yourself with people who 99% of themselves is ugly to them, they're going to make you drop, my dear. You'll start, you are at 99% of everything in yourself is beautiful to you. By them just being around you, it will drop to 95%. And then 80%, and then 70%, and then before you know it, you have 50%. Before you know it, 99% of the things are ugly to you too, and it will reflect back on your body. So this is why the walls of Jerusalem are very important. And right now when I say walls of Jerusalem, I don't want you to look at the physical positions, because everything has been corrupted. When we talk about the Jerusalem, we are talking about the peaceful thoughts, high vibrational thoughts that you've developed towards yourself. You know how that journey is not easy. Especially when you come from a traumatized race like ours, where everywhere you go, everywhere in the world, you are considered bottom of the barrel. When you develop high vibrational thoughts about yourself, as a black person especially, and not just as a black person, as a woman, you know, we know that this divine feminine things, as a woman, as somebody who is highly psychic, as somebody who is highly spiritual. When you develop high vibrational thoughts about yourself, you need to protect it. As though you are living in a homestead that needs a high wall and security at the gate. Not just anybody can access. And you make sure the receptionist don't just allow anybody to access. So please, get to know about the walls of Jerusalem, because that is where now when you reach Zion, which is your future self, you have to build your private walls. You have to get to a point where you build your private walls around you just to protect your Zion, your that higher self of yours. Because when you fall into a low vibrational area, they will butcher you like you are not a high vibrational being. Don't, as a spiritual individual, never think that now because you're spiritual, now everybody can see the spiritualness in you. Where? Some people will spit on you like you're nothing. So that is the reason why the walls of Jerusalem are mandatory. Why do you boast of evil, you mighty hero? Why do you boast all day long, you who disgrace in the eyes of the Creator? You who practice deceit, your tongue plots destruction. It is like a sharpened razor. You love evil rather than good, falsehood rather than speaking the truth. You love every harmful word, you deceitful tongue. Surely, your body will bring you down to everlasting ruin. People who do not listen to their inner authority, it is their own body that punishes them. Don't even worry about them. Their own body will snatch them up and pluck them from their tents. Their own bodies will uproot them from the land of the living. The righteous will see and respect. They will laugh, saying, the righteous will see and fear. They will laugh at you, saying, here now is the human who did not make their body their stronghold, but trusted their great wealth and grew strong by destroying others. But I am like an olive tree flourishing in the house of the Creator. I trust in my body's unfailing love forever and ever. For what you have done, I will always praise you in the presence of your faithful people. I will hope in your name, for your name is good. So guys, everyone has a body. And as long as everyone has a body, don't dwell on anyone. Don't dwell on anyone. Just do what is necessary and be on your way, knowing very well that it is well taken care of. As long as we are all quantumly entangled and we are awake, before any major decision is made on this particular plane that we are traveling on, everyone must be consulted. The universe works with voting system more than anything else. So don't think that you need to make some huge impact somewhere for you to be felt. As long as you have 12 houses, you will vote. And your vote will count. And there is no public voting. We vote privately. With the way you live your 24 hours a day. You are voting daily for people to be eliminated. You are voting daily for certain people to be removed. You are voting daily for certain people to win. You are voting every day. The way you live your life, you're voting. So if you are that particular individual, don't worry about anyone. Don't worry that, oh, we need to stone this one. Oh, this one we need to butcher. Don't worry about anybody. Do what we can do on this particular physical plane. Do what is necessary, what you can do from a personal level, and then leave the rest. And if somebody does something that is what's being taken to court, take them to court. If you cannot work it out on the physical plane, then please do your own personal voting and let it rest. If you cannot work it out on the physical plane, if you cannot take someone to court or, just do it in the legal way in the physical plane, then you must leave it for the spiritual dimension. Because there is a higher power that is constantly taking care of everything. Now let's move on. Save me, oh my body, by your name. Vindicate me by your might. Hear my manifestations, oh my body. Listen to the desires from my mouth. Arrogant foes attack me. Ruthless people are trying to kill me. People without regard for their own bodies. Surely, Creator is my help. My body is the one who sustains me. And by the way, let me tell you, if you are a spiritual individual, if you live your life respecting your own inner authority, every time you respect your own inner authority, you are a spiritual individual. I don't care which career path you are on. As long as you're somebody who you respect your inner authority, whether you're a boxing person, you're boxing inside the ring. As long as you're respecting your inner authority, you are a spiritual individual. Now, as long as you're a spiritual individual, know that the people who are your enemies are people who they hate their bodies. Guys, if you are a spiritual individual and you meet someone who you know very well they hate their body because the writings, they stay on the walls. Don't wait. Don't wait that, oh, don't leave it to chance that, maybe. Don't leave it to chance that, oh, maybe they're a good person, maybe they will not do this to me. When you are somebody who you respect your inner authority, the moment you meet somebody who doesn't respect their inner authority, don't even leave anything to chance. Don't leave anything to chance. I don't know whether somebody's asking. We are at 54, my dear, my love. That's where we are. You leave nothing to to chance. So, and guys, just by just telling you this, you will avoid a lot of things by just reading the writings on the walls. For example, I'll just give you an example. You meet somebody, and you wanted maybe to work with them, but you're not sure whether they are a good person or they are not. And then you look at the type of the type of shoe. Maybe there's somebody who they wear dirty shoes. They wear so much dirty shoes that you yourself you even wonder, like, why is their shoes so dirty? They don't know themselves. You don't even need to wait. The writings will always be on the walls. Don't leave anything to chance. When you meet somebody and you know very well they disrespect their inner authority, don't expect them to respect any of yours. When you meet somebody and they look like they hate themselves, don't expect them to treat anything of yours or even you with any matter of any sort of love. This first-hand contact, once you observe them, it will help you to dodge a lot of conmanship. You will dodge a lot of things by just looking at how people take care of their vessels and deciding to work with them according to that. Because people who disrespect, people who butcher their vessels, people who harm, people who self-harm will harm you. Anything that they are capable of doing to themselves, they will do to you, positively or negatively, my dear. Save me, O my body, by your name vindicate me by your might. Hear my manifestations. Listen to the desires from my mouth. Arrogant foes are attacking me. Ruthless people are trying to kill me. People without regard for their own bodies. Anybody that has no regard for their own body is a puppet to the demonic realm. The demonic realm is always out to get you. 24/7. Just like the angelic realm is always out also to receive you. 24/7. So the more you stay away from the demonic realm people, the more you stay away from their reception in your life. Now surely Creator is my help. My body is the one who sustains me. Let evil recoil on those who slander me. In your faithfulness, destroy them. I will sacrifice a free will offering to you. I will praise your name, my body, for it is good. You have delivered me from all my troubles. All my eyes have looked in triumph on my foe. And there was this day I was telling this person, guys, this question I asked them, do you have secrets that is just between you and your body? You need to get to a point where you have secrets that are just between you and your body. Even if you have children. You can't just walk like an open book everywhere. You have to develop a relationship. You have to be your own best friend before you can even manage to be a best friend to anybody else. There are certain things that your body would love to just keep between you and it. I hope you're there. I hope you're there. Because it will help you so much when you're cooking for the collective consciousness or you're just cooking in life. So be somebody who you also have a sacredness between you and yourself. So much that you have moments where you just have thanksgiving for yourself, compliments for yourself, secret gossiping sessions between you and yourself. People who have social anxiety are just people who don't gossip with themselves. So when other people are gossiping in public, they overpower you so much that now their attacks, you cannot survive. People who have it difficult in public, there are people who they are not their best friends. They are not their best friends within themselves. Because trust me, in public, people are constantly having conversations. People are constantly attacking others. If you don't do it, and people who cannot do it are people who they don't have a relationship between them and themselves. Because when you get in public, it's between you, it's just you and yourself, and then other people. So now you are observing other people. You have to alchemize those energies. You have to alchemize those energies. Some people, they don't have that because they don't have a trustworthy relationship between them and themselves. So they are afraid to self-sabotage. They know they will self-sabotage, so they don't even want to be tempted, to be given a temptation into self-sabotage because they know they will fall for it. In public, everybody is constantly having a conversation inside themselves. Some people can even undress you in their head. They don't give a fuck. Some people will insult you. You know what people are portraying outside? You think that is the final show? No. Somebody will be very timid to you in public, like they are nobody, but how they are responding to you in their head, you might not know how much they are attacking you inside their head. And these are some of the energies that throws other people off balance when they are in public. If you want to excel in public, you have to be excellent between you and yourself. You have to know how to gossip. You have to know how to fight. You have to know how to defend yourself inside your head there. Because once you get into public now, everybody's butchering everyone. There's a realm of the unseen where people are pointing out people are saying, now look at how that one is dressed. Now people are picking up on you. Every time you put yourself into public, you're being perceived by everyone the way they want. So now you have to be an individual who, you in your head also, you can stand strong. And some people, they don't have that. Because they are their own worst enemy. Please, start having a good relationship with yourself. Listen to my manifestations or my prayer, oh Creator. Do not ignore my plea. Hear me and answer me. My thoughts trouble me, and I am distraught because of what my enemy is saying, because of the threats of the wicked. For they bring down suffering on me and assail me in their anger. My heart is in anguish within me. Terrors of death have befallen me. Fear and trembling have beset me. Horror have overwhelmed me. I said, ho, that I had the wings of a dove. I would fly away and be at rest. I would flee far away and stay in the desert. I would hurry to my place of shelter, far from the tempest and storm. My body, confuse the wicked, confound their words, for I see violence and strife in the city. Day and night they prowl. Now, before I even go to 10, let me just, up here, this particular psalm is talking about your body. Just being authentic with your body. My thoughts trouble me. Hear me. I am in distraught. I am distraught. Because of my enemy, because of what my enemy is saying, because of the threats of the wicked, for they bring down suffering on me and assail me in their anger. Guys, go to your body with everything. Now, here in Kenya, there's a woman who died. She died because of what other people were saying about her. What other people were saying about her, she couldn't carry it. It was too heavy for her. She died. And it is possible. You can die. Yeah, you guys. Honor. Dying is so easy. There are so many ways to die. You can be removed by just toxicity can remove you, can turn you mad. But guess who? If you hold on to your body and you have these conversations with your body, these conversations in Psalm. Tell your body when you're afraid. Turn and confess. When you know you are trembling, confess to, I'm not telling you to come confess to everybody. Never confess it outside. Your enemies will use it against you. I'll tell you that for free. The people that don't like you will plunge it right into your stomach the next day. But guess what? Guess who will never tell anybody? Imagine it's so easy. It's so easy. If you want to even live a secret lifestyle, your body will never snitch. And yet it is the biggest help that you have. Even when you're walking, even when you're staring death in the face. I'll tell you this. These are testimonies that even me I've seen with my own eyes. Even when you're staring death in the face, you're standing to your body and speaking life into yourself, can bring you back alive. So, giving up like you're powerless. You know, people who die powerless are people who they think their body is not there to help. They will seek help everywhere else, but where that help actually is. So your ability to turn all the terrors. My heart is in anguish within me. Tell it to your body. The terrors of death have fallen on me. Tell it to your body. Fear and trembling have beset me. Tell it to your body. Horror has overwhelmed me. Tell it to your body. And your body doesn't gossip. Oh. It gossips, yes, but not in a way that you can be afraid of. You know, the body is also a very big gossip, right? Especially in the spirit realm. In the spirit realm, the body is always snitching. The channels, they can always remote view you and they can always see what's going on with you. But then spiritual people are not judgmental. So that's the beauty of it. So you'd rather the body gossip about you rather than you know, having entities that are not about it. Your body will never do anything to sabotage you. So even if it is gossiping about you, probably seeking help. It is writing, help me to the planes that are passing. So always have your body as the one you tell all your secrets, everything you're embarrassed of. Be honest to your body about it. Imagine your body is like your mom. It will respond. Some people think it's like impossible. It will respond, baby. It will respond. Day and night they pall. They pall about on its walls. Okay. My body confused the wicked, confound their words. For I see violence and strife in the city. Day and night they prowl about on its walls. Malice and abuse within it. Destructive forces are at work in the city. Threats and lies never leave its streets. If an enemy were insulting me, I could endure it. If a foe were rising against me, I could hide. But it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend, with whom I once enjoyed sweetest fellowship at the house of my Creator, as we walked about among the worshippers. Let death take my enemies by surprise. Let them go down alive to the realm of the dead. For evil finds lodging among them. As for me, I call to Creator, and my body saves me. So guys, let me read number 14 again, just for you to see, to hear. With whom I once enjoyed sweet fellowship at the house of my Creator, as we walked about among the worshippers. And then back at 13, but it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend. Most of the time, the body is, the things that shakes the body really are usually just betrayal from close people. The body will not be shaken by betrayals from people he does not even know. Or, if somebody you don't know is insulting you, it feels like you are Bantu and somebody is speaking a Nilotic language to you. Or you are a Nilot and somebody is speaking a Bantu language to you. It doesn't hit as much as betrayal from people you've shared even your body with. Those ones, they test you. And when it comes to that particular point, maybe you're going through a divorce. You're going through some weird shit like, a family killing a family member. Some weird shit like your sibling fucking your partner. Such things that come from close people you've shared closeness with before. Those are the ones that threaten the body the most. Let death take my enemies by surprise. Let them go down alive to the realm of the dead, for evil finds lodging among them. Now, when we talk about this, guys, every time somebody dies, like for example, Christianity will teach you that if your sibling fucks your partner, you should forgive. That is what Christianity will tell you, that, oh, forgive. But spirituality will tell you to pray for the death of that part of them. That part of them that lacks boundaries, that is so disrespectful. Pray for it to die. Don't be shy to pray for certain parts of people to die, especially when those parts truly cross justice and truth. Let's say maybe somebody lied on your name. Manifest for that part of them to die. That individual as a 12 hours might not be your enemy as an entire entity. But then the part of them that is capable of lying on you is an entity on its own that you can pray to die from them. And if a big part of them is attached to that entity, then they also will die. But then if not a big part of them is attached to that entity, then they'll lose it. Something will happen that they will have to let go of that particular part of them. So, let death take my enemies by surprise. Don't be shy saying that. Let death take my enemies by surprise. Let them go down alive to the realm of the dead, for evil finds lodging among them. As for me, I call to my body. Evening, morning, and noon, I cry out in distress. She hears my voice. She rescues me unharmed from the battle waged against me. Even though many oppose me, Creator who is enthroned from old, who does not change, she will hear them, humble them, because they have no respect for their own body. My companion attacks her friends. She violates her covenant. Her talk is smooth as butter, yet war is inside is in her heart. Her words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Cast your care on your body, and she will sustain you. She will never let the spiritually hygienic be shaken. The body will never let the spiritually hygienic be shaken. These words, take them as they are. Cast your cares on your body, and your body will sustain you. Your body will never let you being spiritually hygienic be shaken. But you, Creator, will bring down the wicked into the pit of decay. The bloodthirsty and deceitful will not live out half their days. But as for me, I trust in you. Be merciful, my Creator, my body. For my enemies are in hot pursuit. All day long they press their attack. My adversaries pursue me all day long. In their pride, many are attacking me. When I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. I put my trust in my body, whose word I praise. In my body I trust, and I'm not afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? All day long they twist my words. All their schemes are for my ruin. They conspire, they lack. They watch my steps, hoping to take my life. Because their wickedness do not let them escape. In your anger, my body, bring them down. Record my misery. List my tears on your scroll. Are they not in your record? Then my enemies will turn back when I call for help. By this I will know that my body is for me. In my body, in Mumbi, whose word I praise. In my body, whose word I spell. In my Creator, I trust, and I'm not afraid. What can a man do to me? What can man do to me? I am under vows to you, my body. I will present my thank offerings to you. For you have delivered me from death and my feet from stumbling, that I may walk with the Creator in the light of life. So I think this particular verse is self-explanatory. As long as you're choosing yourself, there will always be obstacles, most of which are just pressure to, make you a diamond. So when you feel overwhelmed, these are some of the places you go to. When you feel like everything is pointing at you, these are some of the places you go to. Now have mercy on me, my body. Have mercy on me. For in you I take refuge. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until the disaster has passed. Most of the time when you're going through things, be alone. When you're going through things, most of the time it's usually advisable to be alone so much, because that is when your body gives you refuge and ways to navigate disaster. So even if you ever find yourself in an accident, listen to your body the most before you even listen to any distractions outside, or you listen to somebody calling your name. If you find yourself in a state of emergency, just listen to your body before you listen to anybody else or anything else. You'll get instructions there. I cry out to Most High, to my body who vindicates me. She sends from heaven and saves me, rebuking those who hotly pursue me. My body sends forth her love and faithfulness. I am the midst. I am in the midst of lions. I am forced to dwell among ravenous beasts, men whose teeth are spears and arrows, whose tongues are sharp as sword. Be exalted, O my body, above the heavens. Let your glory be over the earth. They spread a net for my feet. I was bowed down in distress. They dug a pit in my path, but they have fallen into it themselves. My heart, oh, my body is steadfast. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and make music. Awake, my soul, awake, harp and lyre. You see the lyre that we were talking about in the lyrics? The lyrics meteor. It's all about music. The lyric meteor in April. Is it April or May? May, I think. It's all about music to enforce the land. I will awaken. Awake, my soul, awake, harp and lyre. I will awaken the dawn. I will praise you, my body, among the nations. I will sing of you among the people. For great is your love, reaching the heavens within. Your faithfulness reaches the skies. be exalted, O my body, above the heavens. Let your glory be over the earth. So guys, even right now we live in a world where social media is like lion. Let me just, let's just be honest. Social media is a place where when you get there, it's like you're allowing yourself to be perceived. So you cannot get mad at being perceived. But then when you stay loyal to yourself, you survive. Social media will only butcher you into nothingness if you're somebody who you abandon yourself easily. But then your ability to stay loyal to yourself when you're thrown among beasts, because that is the world that we live in today. We live among men whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongues are sharp as swords. We live in a timeline where, you'll have to be naked to make it. Guys, you're seeing the changes. The other day I was telling you we are having a whole new type of stars. We are having a new type of stars that are coming out. Most of these stars are going to be people who are capable of surviving the collective Sobek energy. If you cannot survive the collective Sobek energy, you will not make it. You will not be a star, okay? You will just be, in the audience watching the stars. But if you want to be a star in this next coming timeline, you have to be a survivor of Sobek, collective Sobek energy. You have to be able to survive the rattling of teeth against you and your 12 houses and how you show up. And you can already see it in the streamer world. People who are streaming, the likes of Akina Dabo. I don't know whether you guys know the likes of Akina Dabo. You put yourself out there. Yeah, you either stand or they consume you completely. Nothing will be left unturned. The stars will be the ones who will survive. Because once you put yourself out there, and imagine you will not be able to be a star in the coming world if you're not capable of passing through that water of scrutiny, public scrutiny, proper scrutiny. And once that spotlight is on you, you'll be scrutiny. If you are not willing to be naked publicly, don't even waste your time. Willing to be naked publicly and be completely okay with whatever anybody is willing to say. That is the next life that we are getting into. If you are not capable of standing in the fire, and that fire is going to burn certain people. That fire is going to burn certain people alive. Some people there are people who cannot stand in the light, in that spotlight that is coming with the golden age. That spotlight of authenticity being fought. So just know that is where we are headed, and if you're somebody who you're still not capable of doing that, maybe start training towards that. That is the future. The future is a world where no stone shall be left unturned. If you want to benefit, do you rulers indeed speak justly? Do you judge people with equity? No. In your heart, you devise injustice, and your hands mete out violence on the earth. Even from birth, the wicked go astray. From the womb, they are wayward, spreading lies. See this, women. I've always told you as a woman, the way the man you open your legs for treats you is the exact same way the children you birth for him are going to treat the entire planet. if you open your legs for a man who is disrespectful to you, your children are going to be disrespectful, not just to you, but also to the collective feminine. So women are the gatekeepers. You know these demonics from the time they are in the womb. The writings they say on the walls. So even from birth, the wicked go astray. From the womb, they are wayward. Spreading lies. Their venom is like the venom of a snake, like that of a cobra that has stopped its ears, that will not heed to the tune of the charm, however skillful the enchanter may be. Break the teeth of their mouth, O Creator, my body. Tear out their fangs, the fangs of those lions. Let them vanish like water that flows away. When they draw the bow, let their arrows fall short. May they be like the slug that melts away as it moves along, like a stillborn child that never sees the sun. Before your pods can feel the heat of the thorns, whether they be green or dry, the wicked will be swept away. The spiritually hygienic will be glad when they are avenged. When they dip their feet in the blood of the wicked, then people will say, surely the spiritually hygienic still are rewarded. Surely there is a creator who judges the earth. So notice, there are certain times where we read that your enemies will mock you saying, aha, where is your creator? Where is your creator? But then a time comes when again they say, oh, surely the spiritually hygienic are rewarded. Surely there is a creator who judges the earth. So know the time, know the time. And guys, one thing I'll tell you, if you want to live a successful spiritual life, please stay away from gossip. Stay away from external gossip that is not progressive. Hey, gossip is the easiest portal to distraction. Just having a wrong tune, a wrong sound in your ear, having a wrong tune inside your thoughts is dangerous. If you cannot do progressive gossip, and you know progressive gossip gives you power, it gives you energy. By the time you are out of there, you feel empowered. Retrogressive gossip takes away slander. I usually say, if you find yourself supporting two opponents, for example, there are two presidents, people want to be president, A and B. A and B want to be president. And then you are team A. Don't waste your time slandering team B. Anytime you get, use it to empower team A. Use it to talk nice thing about team A. You know, empower team A. Deconstruct, negative propaganda against team A. Just focus on your person. Focus on you, the person you're like. Stop meeting with your team A people and then all you do is slander team B. All you do is slander team B. Where energy goes, grows. If you want truly team A to win, you are truly supporting team A. You want team A to win against team B. Don't even give team B energy. Block team B. Don't even look at what team B is doing. You be all about empowering team A, talking about team A, deconstructing propaganda against team A. You are just all about team A, team A, team A, team A. In fact, you don't even let people know that team B exists. I'm talking about about team A and team B because I'm talking about gossip is always about team A, team B, team C. People are always talking about comparing things. Don't waste your time slandering a thing you don't like. You are empowering it. When you slander a thing you don't like, you are empowering it. It doesn't matter negative or positive energy. The universe functions where energy goes, as long as you say it, that is energy. And the universe doesn't care whether it's positive or negative energy. As long as it's energy, it is taken, you're given to that person. So what you want to do is what? Focus on where you know you want the energy to go. During gossip, be careful with gossip. Because that is the place where a lot of women get caught up. Don't get into gossip that is retrogressive. It will take you nowhere. In fact, even if you don't like team B as much, you can still be progressive. And just leave it to chance and say whichever team wins. You know, it's fine. At the end of the day, whatever team wins, life will have to go on. But saying I'm supporting team A, but all your time you spend talking about team B, you are supporting team B spiritually. That. Deliver me from my enemies, O Creator. Be my fortress against those who are attacking me. Deliver me from evildoers. Save me from those who are after my blood. See how they lie in wait for me. Fierce men conspire against me for no offense or sin of mine, Creator. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Arise to help me. Look on my plight. And guys, one thing I want to tell you as well. As long as your body knows, you owe nobody else an explanation. The only person you owe an explanation about the decisions you make, about how you live your life, is your body only. As long as you've explained it to your body and your body knows where you stand. Do not walk around trying to convince anybody or anything. Omega, you're wasting your time. Everyone has their own thing. Everyone has their own body. Everyone has their own skeletons in the closet. Everyone has their own body holding them accountable. Make use of your own body also. And as long as your body knows you, nobody else needs to know you. As long as your body knows your truth, nobody else needs to know your truth. As long as you conversing with your body, you reach an agreement, it doesn't matter anybody else who doesn't agree. Please, always know that, because that's how you work. I've done no wrong, yet they are attacking me. Arise to help me. Look on my plight. If you're somebody who you don't obey your inner authority, never think that you can even call on your body. Arise to help me. It will not. The relationship you have with your body is like the one you would have with your friends, with your teacher, with your parents. Everybody who you treat in a way that is respectful and disciplined and consistent, they will do the same to you, and the body is also the same. You cannot pretend. You cannot fail to listen to the commands of your own inner authority and then expect your body to come save you when you are in trouble. It will not. Whenever two people are in trouble and one needs to be saved, the body will do the mathematics. Which one listens to their inner authority the most? Maybe you listen to your inner authority 50%, somebody does 47%. That's how you will get saved and they will not. Whenever you get into a fight, your enemy, how much do they listen to their inner authority? If they listen 63% and you listen 50%, you will not win against them. These are now what you should know when it comes to Ushirikina, when it comes to now personal energy and how favor works. against somebody who listens to their body 80% and you listen to your body 30%, and you expect for you to win. That scenario is when you will come out starting to say that, oh, good thing happened to bad people, good thing happened to bad people. There's nothing like that. And the beauty of listening to your inner authority is nobody knows who is listening to their inner authority or who is not. Nobody knows it for sure. People are just living, and especially in our timeline where now we have descendants who have their ancestors did the work. And maybe then they are not even doing the work. You can never know. So it's a personal thing. And when it's a personal thing, you cannot lie. And when it's a personal thing, you mind your own business. And always hope that the people you get into a war with, a fight with, hope that you are higher than them in this thing. Never attack a princess thinking that you will win. Who is a princess? Somebody who listens to their body 100% of the time. And then you are there listening to your body maybe 70% or maybe 50% or maybe 40%. Never attack a princess. All their people will come for you. So also, use your common sense also when it comes to this hexing, picking fights, the people to rub shoulders with around. Don't just go rubbing shoulders with everyone also. Know that we live in a jungle. You will never find an hyena picking on an elephant. You'll never find an hyena trying to hang an elephant. So, cut your coat according to your size as well when it comes to navigating the spiritual realm. You, my body, my creator. You who are the creator of the chosen. Rouse yourself to punish all nations, all the nations. Show no mercy to the wicked traitors. They return at evening, snarling like dogs, and prowl about the city. See what they spew from their mouths. The words from their lips are sharp as sword. And they think, who can hear us? But you laugh at them later. You scoff at all those nations. You are my strength. I watch for you. You, my creator, are my fortress. My creator on whom I rely. My creator will go before me and will let me gloat over those who slander me. Let me read it with my body. My body on whom I can rely. My body who goes before me and will let me gloat over those who slander me. But do not kill them, my body, my creator, our shield, or my people will forget. In your mind, uproot them and bring them down. For the sins of their mouths, for the words of their lips, let them be caught in their pride, for the curses and the lies they utter. Consume them in your wrath. Consume them till they are no more. Then it will be known to the end of the earth that Creator rules over Jacob. Who is Jacob? Offsprings who follow in the footsteps of the ancestors. So I repeat. Then it will be known to the ends of the earth that Creator rules over Jacob. Meaning it will be known to the ends of the earth that the body rules over offsprings who follow in the footsteps of their ancestors. If you want your body to be successful in your essence, you have to follow in the footsteps of your ancestors. Because now, let's say your ancestors are Somali. Somalis, when you see a Somali individual, you see them from anywhere. If you see them in New York, you know. If you see them in Australia, you know. So maybe you are a Somali. But then you are living your life like you're an Australian. Like you are a Pacific Islander. You will not excel. You cannot excel being somebody else. This is why even copycatting it cannot work. Your 12 houses are made in a certain way.
I can't find my phone in the house. I can't find it.
You cannot use your 12 houses to become somebody else's 12 houses.
Alright.
That's sin. It's demonic. So now Jacob are like, for example, if you're born Somali and you follow in the footsteps of what Somali ancestors were, that is you are Jacob. Jacob are offsprings that follow in the footsteps of their ancestors. They return at evening, smelling like dogs and howl about the seeds. They wander about for food and howl is not satisfied. But I will sing for your strength in the morning. I will sing of your love. For you are my fortress, my refuge in times of trouble. You are my strength. I sing praise to you. Creator, my fortress, my body whom I can rely. Guys, if you don't have songs for your body, just find any love song, a love song that is not toxic. Find somebody that is, singing to a lover. And then channel that lover as if you are singing to yourself.
What are you going to do is sing it?
Another way, go to your traditional music. If you're somebody who, traditional gospel songs, and then where they mention God, just refer to that as your God. It's important to sing. Music is very important.
Thanks, brother.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Very important in the spirit realm. So be in the habit of worshiping yourself. The easiest way is to start
Yeah, you too, eh?
by changing the pronouns in the music that we already have.
Hey, PSG today.
Use what you can get your hands on.
PSG at 3 o'clock.
Change the pronouns. If it is a song that is singing to some man, just turn that man into yourself. Yeah. So that you sing praises to yourself. You don't have to be a musician to sing to yourself. You have rejected us, Creator, and burst upon us. You have been angry. Now restore us.
Yes.
You have shaken the land and torn it open.
Nothing wrong.
Mend its fractures, for it's working.
All right.
You have shown your people desperate times. You have given us wine that make us stagger. But for those who fear you, you have raised a banner to be unfurled against the bow. Save us and help us with our intuition, that those you love may be delivered. Creator has spoken from her sanctuary. In triumph, I will parcel out Shechem and measure off the valley of Suko. Now, can somebody just look into the library and tell us what Shechem and Suko is in our library? I think I have them. Gilead is mine and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is my helmet, Judah is my scepter. Also these ones. Especially the latest vocabulary that I gave out. Because these are codes. Gilead has a meaning, Manasseh has a meaning, Ephraim has a meaning. I don't want to go back myself because it's too far. Moab is wash basin on Edom. I toss my sandal. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. Who will bring me to the
first? Exactly. Because
kindly guys go, if somebody is at the vocabulary, just tell me so that you tell us the word. Shechem and Suko. I think I have these. I don't have them, and probably I have them like in the vocabulary. Has somebody gone to the vocabulary to see? Letter S. Judah, I already told you Judah is like the nine points, it's like the travelers. Ephraim is my helmet. Ephraim is the feast of the tabernacle. Okay, and then second is what? Shoulder. Kate Lamini. Have you written? Okay, so I think that's it. So, and then Gilead. Please, I think I have these ones too. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is my helmet. Gilead is who? Gilead or Gilead? Gilead or Gilead? Manasseh, Ephraim. It is at the beginning of the book, my dear. So these names, they mean things. Just like African tribes, they mean things. These are also like, they mean different African tribes, they mean different things. So does these names. Ephraim, double confidence, yes. So that double confidence is my helmet. Manasseh is the one who helped forget hardship. Is like almost like the therapist. Manasseh is like the therapist. Ephraim is the one with the double confidence. Gilead. The library is at the beginning of this name. Gilead is witnesses. Okay, witnesses are mine. Manasseh is like the therapist, mine. Double confidence, and then Judah is. So you can read them like that and you can see what it means. In triumph, I will pass it out the feast of the tabernacle. And the measure of the value of Sukkot. What did you say Sukkot was? Oh, Sukkot was the feast of the tabernacle. So in triumph, I will pass it out the shoulder. And measure of the feast of the tabernacle. So the shoulder is like the border between the neck and the hands. So that border between the neck and the hands, very important. And then in triumph, I will pass out the shoulder and measure of the feast. Gilead is mine, you know Gilead. Manasseh is mine, the therapist. Ephraim is mine, double confidence. Judah is mine. Judah is my sculptor. Sculptor is like somebody who molds. So Judah is that Sagittarius energy. Yeah. Moab is my wash basin. So that check also. On Edom I toss my sandal, over Felicia I shout in triumph. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? It is you. It is not you. So now, guys, check Edom, check Moab, and check Philistia. I think I have them as well. All of them. Is it not you, Creator, you who have now rejected us and no longer go out with our armies? Give us aid against the enemy, for human help is worthless. With Creator we will gain victory, and she will trample down our enemies. So this particular place that is talking about, the Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim is mine, Judah is mine. It's just talking about the powerful tribes. The Bible has some of the powerful tribes, and they were translated into to mean this Manasseh, Ephraim names, but they have African origin. So when you are in Africa, the tribes of Africa, they mean different things. They have different roles. Most of the time here, I'm always talking to you guys about the West African tribes, you know, being the back of the brain. Edom is red. Okay, fine. Kindly Moab too, Kenisha. Kenisha, can you give us Moab too? So I'm always talking about. I also, the other day I talked to Rwanda, you know, rescuers of slaves. You know, Rwanda is one. Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, those countries. Those are the only countries that can speak to the entire Africa. East Africans and South Africans cannot speak to West Africans. The only West Africans we can speak to is Nigeria. But then Rwanda can speak to West Africa. Rwanda can speak Francophone, Anglophone. They can speak Swahili. They can speak all languages in Africa. So literally they are and that's not a coincidence. Remember, nature takes over in the end. What is naturally your identity at the beginning is what becomes your identity even in the end. So that ability of them to speak to everyone makes them easy to rescue. It makes them natural rescuers of the people in the wilderness. And if you know Rwandese, Burundian people, Congo, those are the same people there. They keep fighting there, but they're the same people there. No, most of the time you find them everywhere, and especially Rwanda people. Rwanda people, you'll find them everywhere, especially here in Africa. They are in West. They are everywhere, and they always know what is going on in West Africa. Even the gossip that is grassroots level, because they can speak to them. And Rwandese can also speak to South Africa. They can also speak to East Africa. They can speak to everyone. So it's easy for them to rescue the wild. Mountainous, so yeah. Moab is my wash basin. The mountainous areas. On Edom, I toast my sandal. Over Philistia. Philistia, I shout in triumph. Philistia is what? Again, Kenisha Blue. Kenisha, I want you to be doing this job for me. I want you to be doing this job for me. So when we talk about Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim is my helmet, Judah is my sculptor. This particular line is just talking about the function of each and every tribe. And when we get to the function of African tribes, because we're going to learn African tribes one by one and their role in the cosmos, and it will make sense to you as we match them even to the, you know, the ones in the Bible, the tribes of that have been made. Had Africans in it as well. Yeah, Philistia is Gaza, and these things, they have spiritual meaning. That place, the place that is now called Gaza, is what the Bible refers to as Philistia. And it is spiritually Gaza is a place. Spiritually Gaza. Do you guys know the spiritual connotation of Gaza, of the place Gaza? That place in Palestine that everybody's fighting for. Do you guys know what it represents? Do you know what Gaza represents spiritually? Have you ever heard people talk about Gaza? Now, before the war, did you ever hear Gaza? No, you can't say you did not. You never heard of Gaza before the war? Empowered individually by everyone. When they say Israel's destruction of sacredness, of purity, you know, a lot of, we all saw it. So you saw the war in Gaza, and I think the war started a long time ago. It's something that we've been seeing. But now, this was the big blow of the war that was happening there. A lot of innocents died. And you know, innocents die, like literally the death of Gaza is the death of innocence of the world. And guys, unjust. Innocence is gone.
From down there.
Everybody saw that Israel butchered an entire state of people and nobody was there to do anything about it. It's almost like thieves seeing that one of them has stolen and there's no consequences. So now, you know, we are living in a world where innocence is gone. You know, it has been wiped out. Because you saw how Gaza was, and you saw how much it was wiped out. There's nothing left there. So, you know, the world innocence is gone. When the world innocence is gone, the next thing that is going to follow is what? Diddy's case, scot-free. If you go scot-free, you know what that means? Prostitution now goes online. If Diddy goes free, what that means spiritually is that prostitution is now is now going to go online. It's now going to be something that is normal, a state of normalcy. If Diddy goes behind bars, then prostitution is going to be restricted. Like literally it's two ways. He wins, prostitution becomes the state of normalcy. He loses, prostitution becomes more expensive and less accessible. He wins, prostitution becomes more accessible and more cheap. And innocence is gone. And then, you know, you see what is happening to Trump. Yeah. See what is happening to the President of America, raped a 14-year-old. Innocence is gone. World innocence is disappearing. So welcome to the world where innocence is no longer a thing. That is where we are stepping into. And adjust accordingly. Adjust accordingly. Because some people are still living as if we're living in a world where innocence was still alive. Adjust accordingly. gone, which is probably the world was meant to be like that. Probably we needed that innocence gone, and we need to fix the world problems when innocence is gone. Because maybe that innocence was stopping things from moving. So me, I'm just okay with everything the way it's going. It's promoting his phone. It's promoting its guys. I've done it up to 60, up to the 60. So next time we're going to start from 61 as we go. These particular tribes that are being mentioned here, we will get into them deeper as we go, and even find their African counterparts. But for now, we'll just move through them like that. So yeah, everything that is happening in the world, just know that we are moving to a very serious place. Me, the other day, I was just telling my spirit guides that I just hope I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for what, but we are moving towards a very sensitive place where now the players will have to trust themselves. Nobody will control anything. So wherever you are, just pray that whichever team you belong to, they are making the decisions that are correct for your ascension. And know that any wrong decision is lethal, and any right decision is also quantum explosive. The library I was referring to, people have it here. I sent it together with the book, please. I sent it together with the book. So if you don't have the book, my dear, send me a contact, I can send it to you too, especially email. So guys, are you listening to me? Look at the things that are happening in the global stage and just know that there's this person that when I was starting to get involved with them, I told them that the love between women is like a hydrochloric acid. It can burn if you're not careful with it. It can burn if you're not careful with that love. The love between women, you can end up getting burnt like acid, like the way hydrochloric acid burns. Now, the way energies are interacting right now, it's the same. It's hydrochloric. It's sensitive. So, channel your energy towards things that you truly want to manifest, towards people you truly want to manifest. Leave nothing to chance. Don't try things that you don't want. If you're not interested, don't even make eye contact. Because energies are lethal right now. Any slight move in the wrong direction, you're thrown off. So, also trust your process and trust other people's processes as well. And do the things you know you need to do to get to where you know you want to go. Do the things you know you need to do to get to the places where you know you need to go. Because I'll tell you that where the world is headed right now, and you can even see it in the global, you can see it globally. Nobody really knows. The leaders are literally walking on eggshells. International leaders are currently just literally walking on eggshells with each other. Anybody makes any slight shitty mistake and can quantum jump into a whole different reality. And those are the jumps that people are literally waiting for. Because even when you are on an individual level, I know you know your way, you know that things are supposed to be moving, like explosive things are supposed to be happening. So those explosive things they lie with our leaders, with the global leaders of the world, and the global intuitives of the world. Global leaders of the world and the global intuitives of the world are going to lead to those explosive occurrences that everybody is anticipating. But for now, you can see follow the news, listen to what is happening in your area. Here in Kenya, we are also having our own changes that are happening very supersonically, at a supersonic speed. Wherever you are, I hope the changes that are happening are making you happy. Because here in Kenya, it is making us happy, most of us happy. There are rapid changes that are occurring. So please, adjust accordingly. Don't get shocked at the end of the day. Don't get caught up in shock. Don't wait for changes to change you. Change with the changes. Adjust accordingly. And know there is nobody to please here but you. If you cannot please yourself, nobody gives a fuck. Me, I don't care how much you please me. I don't give a fuck how much you please me. If you cannot please yourself, you are useless. If you cannot please yourself, nobody cares. If you cannot please yourself, nobody cares. I'm going to repeat that many times. If you cannot please yourself, nobody cares. Don't be those people who you go around telling people, I'm disappointed in you, I'm disappointed. Is your inner child proud of you? If your inner child is not proud of you, just you need to be working. Because at the end of the day, if you cannot please yourself, you are not going to be part of the team. If you cannot please yourself, you will not survive the collective Sobek. If you cannot please yourself, you will not survive Sobek, the collective consciousness. If you cannot please yourself, you will not survive. So make yourself your biggest priority. Somebody is asking me to talk about the politics of Kenya. Politics of Kenya are self-explanatory to anybody who has eyes. Politics of Kenya are the easiest to comprehend. There is nothing there to talk about. Unless you're blind. But to me, politics of Kenya are the easiest to comprehend. Even I usually talk about politics of Kenya even with Mama Mboga here, and they comprehend it completely. Self-explanatory, the most self-explanatory politics on the planet. So guys, that marks the end of me and this particular today class. I'm going to be seeing you guys again on Wednesday as we fly on. See you guys again on Wednesday as we fly on. Somebody saying politics steals your energy, leave it alone. No, you cannot leave politics alone. Don't tell someone to leave politics alone. Politics is what shapes. Oh my God, politics is spiritual. Politics, in fact, politicians use spirituality more than anybody else. Politics is like literally the global order of the world. Politicians sign things that affect the collective consciousness. So however much draining politics is, you have to stay in it, especially as women. You cannot stay away from politics, ever, as a woman. Thank you, Shalmin. So, please, don't tell people to stay away from politics. True well. If politics is not for you, stay away from it. But please, especially psychic women. In fact, you need to all date politicians. Psychic women should be with politicians so that you help drive this world to the correct direction. Don't stay away from politics as a woman. Politics is what dictates even what is moral and what is not. Politics is what builds the constitution, the rules that we live by. That most of which needs to be changed here in Africa. Don't stay away from politics, guys. Anyway, thank you very much and see you guys on Wednesday. Mwah. Gwaheri. See you on Wednesday, Mama Nicole Media. Nicole, see you on Wednesday. Bye. Flavi, I love you. Highest frequency, I love you. Makwawazi, I love you. True Wealth, I love you. Gerald Girls, what time and when for the classes? It's always the same time. Every single Wednesday and Sunday, 7 p.m. Today I'm leaving early. We leave early every Sundays because, you know, we did the Zabur. Otherwise, Stella, bye, Feladi, bye guys. Mwah, mwah.
And I'm from St. Lucia. Who's next? 75. Moslin, I love it. I love to see your progress. You're just in the interactions there because you're feeling the growth there. I feel it that you're growing. Possessiveness. Possessiveness isn't fear. It's fear dressed in ownership. Love doesn't cling. Love does not cling. Not cling. I don't like doesn't in this case. Love does not cling. Let me put it in capitalism. Love does not cling. It honors freedom. Let me highlight freedom in red. Give it its freedom. Ask yourself, are you protecting the connection or trying to cage it? Number 75 is possessiveness. It isn't fear. Possessiveness isn't fear. It's fear dressed in ownership. Love does not cling. It honors freedom. Ask yourself, are you protecting the connection or trying to cage it? Number 30. Number 30. Number 30. I'm doing edits while that book I put it up tonight. By tomorrow it's going to be approved. They take 72 hours, but every book I put up, they do it in less than 24 hours. Because powerlessness. Powerlessness is the illusion that you have no say. But here's the wild truth. You always have a say. Even stillness is a choice. The moment you name it, you reclaim it. The system wants you numb. Your spirit wants you loud. Powerlessness is an illusion that you have no say. Who liked that one? That was for who? ILL. Illusion is what? ILL. You. Did I spell it right? Or I put it in bold caps? What it? Illusion spelling. ILL. Illusion. But you just had the word there. How you don't know how to spell your own word? Illusion. Yes, one S. You correct, bitch. Why do you doubt me sometimes? I'm not doubting. I'm just playing with your mind. Okay, all right. Okay, I know. Because illusion is have two S's. Bitch, you studied languages. You should know these things. I know. I just want to test the brain. Okay, all right. Let's carry on. Number what? What's next? Are y'all having fun here? Are y'all putting numbers so I could read for y'all? Or y'all vexed? I don't see it. You did it right again. I'm one person, right? Are y'all tapping the screen or something?
You want it. If you want it, then you'll get it when you get the fuck out of the way. So why settle for $1 million?